Hello, welcome back to our channel. My name is Julie and I go by Mrs. Frugal Trash to Cash here on YouTube and on Instagram. So with the help of my husband Justin, we are full-time resellers. Our main platform is eBay, but we also sell on Poshmark. So if you're new here, welcome. So in today's video, I'm going to go over a week's worth of sales. I'm going to tell you all what sold during the week, how much it sold for, what we paid for it, and what our profit was in the end. And then when all is said and done, I'll tell you exactly how much profit we made as full-time resellers in 1 week. So we're going to do the 28th of June. We're going to do the 28th of July until the 3rd of August. All right, let's jump into it. So the first thing we sold on the 28th was this. Oh, maybe I should scooch over. Sorry. There we go. All right, so the first thing we sold on the 28th was this American Eagle dress. I had picked it up on 99-cent day, and we've had it for a little while, and since it's getting to the end of summer, and it was definitely a summery dress, I think I had it in a sale, sold for $10.98. We made a $6.90 profit. Up night, wow, I'm starting on a roll with not being able to talk. Up next is this Magnolite lid. So we have had this on our shelf. I don't know, it's not just a death pile shelf, but it was like a shelf where everything is waiting for something. So we found this lid, but we were like, oh, maybe we'll find a bottom to go with it. We always have odds and ends on the shelf. Well, last week we cleared the shelf off. We made all different lots of items, and I'll talk about it as we go through this list of what items sold that were off of that shelf. That some of these items probably have been sitting on that shelf for almost a year. So the Magnolite lid was one of them. We picked it up at the bins for $3.50. It sold for $28, and we made a $16.46 profit. Up next was a bundle of these Skechers shoes, and then this Alfani top. They sold for $18 and $27. We had 99 cents into the top and $1.13 into the shoes. The total profit together was $36.35. Then we sold this vintage denim jumper dress. It had embroidery on it. Very early 90s looking. It sold for $19.99. We picked it up at the bins for $1.55, and we made a $15.57 profit. This Brownstone Studio top I grabbed on 99-cent day. I had never heard of the brand. Sorry, something is totally tickling my nose. I had never heard of the brand before, but I looked it up and it seemed decent. But we've had it for a while, ended up putting it in a sale, sold for $7.99, and we made a $4.59 profit. This Woolrich shirt was part of that huge $400 buyout of someone else's eBay store I did months and months and months ago. And as I always say, I'm clearancing out all of the leftovers from that sale. We are so well into the profit. So I sold this shirt for $8.99, and we made a $7.83 profit. This Chico's floral shirt, it was kind of just like a basic Chico's shirt, nothing special, was in the sale, sold for $7.17. We paid 67 cents for it at the bins. We made a $4.75 profit. Then this CJ Banks vest, I picked this up on 99-cent day because it was a plus size vest. It sold for $17, and we made a $13.65 profit. This Trains lot was also something from the overflow, death pile, whatever you want to call it, shelf. We had just bits, odds and ends of different Thomas the Train. Some were wooden, some were motorized, etc. So we made 2 lots, and this one sold for $21.84. We had $1.89 into it, and we made a $16.80 profit. Up next were some weights, just some tiny 6 2.5 pound pancake weights, sold for $20.89. We had $4.50 into them, and we made an $11.25 profit. And then we had one Poshmark sale on that. No, 3 Poshmark sales. I lied on that day. First one were these Vans. They were cute. They were like a burgundy color and they had white hearts on them, but we've had them forever. Someone sent me a $15 offer. I snatched it up. We paid $1.69 at the bins and we made a $10.31 profit. Up next was this pretty Chico's. It was like purple ombre short sleeve ribbed sweater. I grabbed it on 99-cent day. Someone also sent me a $15 offer on that, so I went with it. We made an $11.01 profit. And then the last item were these Chico's linen shorts. They sold for $19, but they came in the crappy Chico's box. You all know the crappy Chico's box. So the buy cost on these is like, I think it's like $3.60 some cents. So we made a $9.14 profit on those. Also, let me go over, because I get this question a lot. If you are unfamiliar with what the bins are, when I'm referring to it, I'm referring to the Goodwill outlet. It's where a thrift store called the Goodwill, if you're not familiar with what Goodwill is, kind of sends all their overflow items that they didn't put in their store, items that didn't sell from their store. They throw it in large blue bins and you pay for it by the pound. So when I say I got it at the bins, that's what I mean. All right, we're on the 29th now. First thing we sold were these Reef flip-flops. They sold for $16. We paid 79 cents at the bins and we made a $12.23 profit. These Adidas shorts were also part of that $400 buyout. They sold for, wait for it, a whopping $4. Yeah, you heard me right. And luckily, I must have overcharged for shipping, so I ended up making a little bit of money on shipping. So when all was said and done, we made a $3.28 profit. These Denim and Company jeans we've had for a while. Someone sent me a $15 offer, so I took it. We bought them at the bins, and because they were heavy, they weighed $2. I mean, we paid $2.55 because they weighed a lot, but we still made a $9.12 profit, so not too bad. The Rollo printer. If you watched the last video, you saw me talk about this, but we scored a free Rollo printer off of Craigslist. And it sold for $138.99, and we made a $108.52 profit. Next up, this Yeti lid was from the shelf. Justin accidentally bought it. He had it in his cart and forgot to take it out at the bin, so it just kind of went on that shelf. And I was like, let me look it up. And yeah, they sold for, enough money for me to list it. So it sold on an offer for $9. He paid 32 cents. And we made a $6.02 profit. I also discussed these Red Wing boots. In the previous video, they sold for $115. We paid $14.99 for them at a Salvation Army, and we made an $84.20 profit. Ab Rocket little I guess they're like the screw cover thingies. If you've watched a bunch of my videos, you know Justin loves to take the springs and the little I don't know what they are, like plastic bolt cover thingies off of Ab Rockets, because they always sell quick. Sure enough, he brought home parts from one Ab Rocket and both of them sold pretty much immediately. So these were, these were the springs. I'm sorry. The screw thing you sell later. They sold for $18.99. We paid 89 cents. We made a $13.30 profit. These Converse shoes were cool. They were like perforated, but they've been listed forever. I just really stopped picking up Converse. I mean, unless I'm paying like $1 for them, because they weigh so much at the bins. But these sold for $18.99. We paid $2.23, and we made a $13.85 profit. The Fiesta Wear clock was the last of the 3 items that I talked about in the previous video. It sold for $49.99. We paid 63 cents at the bins, because breakable items at our bins cost 59 cents, and with tax it comes to 63 cents. We made a $38.47 profit. This Washington Redskins shirt was also in the $400 lot that I'm clearing out. Sold for $8.55, and we made a $5.69 profit. And the last thing was this American Eagle. It was a wool sweater, but it was in like one of my first boxes of clothes, which means I have had this sweater forever. So it ended up selling for $8.55. We paid $2.11 at the bins, and we made $4.23 profit. All right, on to the 30th. First off, we sold these naturalizer heels, and I was so glad to sell these. In this week's worth of sales, I sold 2 pairs of shoes that were like my oldest pairs of shoes in the inventory, and that's always super exciting. They only sold for $15 on Poshmark, but I was thrilled. Paid $1.84 at the bins, and we made a $10.16 profit. Up next was this Christopher and Banks blazer. This was in my probably I think my 50% off sale. It's been listed for a while. Sold for $8.99. We got it on 99-cent day, and we made a $6.71 profit. This Rainbow Bright doll, she's Violet was her name. She was one of Rainbow Bright's friends. I grabbed her at the bins, but then realized she was missing her skirt. She still sold for $13.50. We only paid 41 cents, and we made a $12.18 profit. This, sorry, I can't read my own writing. Margulis, I'm not sure if that's it, but sweater. I've had this sweater forever. I bought it in a lot of a whole bunch of clothes for $13, and we're well into the profit. Someone sent me an offer of $3.90, and I grabbed that, and we made a $1.87 profit. That's our second lowest profit for this time period. There's one more that comes in less, as pathetic as that sounds. Up next was this Chico's dress. This was a recent buy. I picked it up on 99-cent day. It was a smaller size, and it was a shorter dress. So I listed it for $19.99. Someone sent me a $17 offer, and I just accepted. So we made $11.72 profit. These Rock Revival jeans we showed in a previous video, they sold for $27. We paid $1.98 at the bins, and we made a $20.36 profit. This Gem doll, Gem was a doll in the 80s. She was just a smidgen bigger than Barbie. I was a huge fan of them, but this was Aja, one of the dolls that were in her band. I grabbed her on 99-cent day with another doll in the bag too, which I haven't even listed the other doll yet. She sold for $18.49, and we made a $13.97 profit. This Fashion Bug tank top, I do believe it was new with tags, sold for $18.04. Grabbed that on 99-cent day, made a $12.47 profit. All right, this American Girl Bitty Baby lot. This was a bunch of stuff that was on my shelf downstairs forever. Some of it, a good portion of it, came from the American Girl doll tub that I bought for $10 a few months ago. But then there were a couple pieces that I think I got at the bins that had been sitting there. But it sold for $22.50. We made an $18.23 profit. These Solomon shoes, Justin grabbed at the bins. I realized they were an older style. They're from 2007. So when someone sent me a $25 offer, I grabbed it. We paid $2.68, and we made an $18.04 profit. These footprints like Birkenstock mules sold for $34. We paid $2.50 at the bins, and they sold for a $25.69 profit. This Def Leopard top sold for $11.70. I got it in a bag of clothes. It was $5 to fill a bag at a garage sale. So I just divided the cost of goods by all the items, and this made an $8.45 profit. These Gap leather pants I've had forever. I do believe they sold one other time, like ages ago, months and months and months ago, and they got returned because they didn't fit. So someone sent me a $15 offer. I took it. We paid $2.97 at the bins, and we made an $8.63 profit. And this Cacique bra from Lane Bryant sold international shipping. I do believe it was going to Australia for $21. We paid 69 cents at the bins, and we made a $16.67 profit. All right, now we're on to the 31st. I sold these JBU Willow, was the style, like slip-on fuzzy mules. They sold for $27. I purchased them in a huge lot where we paid $65 for like 100 pieces of clothing and shoes, a lot of them new with tags. We are probably close to $1,000 into the profit on this lot. So we made a $21.60 profit on those shoes. We sold the set of encyclopedias. I briefly talked about it in the last video when I was whining that I didn't want to have to pack them up, but They sold for $199.99. The buyer paid for shipping. We got them free off of Facebook Marketplace. We made $128.94 profit. And I got 2 lots of Encyclopedia Britannicas back to back free off of Facebook Marketplace, plus some other kind of little set. I think it was Encyclopedia Britannicas, but it was some specialty set. And we've sold them all. So if you see Encyclopedia Britannicas for free, grab them. People give them away all the time, and that brand sells well. I'm not sure about other brands. You would definitely have to do your research, but I have never met an Encyclopedia Britannica that didn't sell for a lot of money. All right, up next were these Crocs flip-flops. They were only a women's size 5. Justin grabbed them at the bins. I ended up selling them for $11.56. We paid 42 cents. We made an $8.79 profit. This social distortion t-shirt was part of the $400 lot. Sold for $7.49, made a $5.31 profit. These Sperry Star Wars shoes, I bought 2 pairs at the bins. One was white and one was black. And like this one had, I think, CP3O, whatever he is. The other one had Chewbacca on it. The black one sold instantly for like, I think $26, something like that. But I've had the white ones forever. Someone sent me a $16.50 profit. We paid $2.65 at the bins. We made a $20.19. That makes no sense. Did I write those numbers backwards? If they only sold for $16.50, there's no way we made a $20.19 profit. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look that over. I'll put the correct profit on the screen right there. All right, another Thomas the Train lot. This was the second lot we made from the stuff on the shelf. This was a motorized lot. Sold for $14.45. We paid $1.46 at the bins and made an $8.84 profit. This metal picnic basket sold. We picked this up at a church sale for $2. Justin scrubbed it up because it was pretty dirty. Still had some rust spots on it, but we have sold them in the past. So we knew that even with condition issues, they would still sell for a decent amount. Sold for $29 and we made a $19.80 profit. And the last thing was this Harley Davidson tee, also from the $400 lot I'm clearing out. Sold for $3.90. And we made $1.76 profit, and that is officially the lowest profit item to sell for the week. Put the applause sound in there. Okay, I don't know if I know how to put an applause sound in there. All right, on to the first. I sold another pair of JBU Willow shoes on Poshmark. These ones were new in the box. Sold for $34, and we made a $25.18 profit. Up next are some weight collars. They sold for $14.24 and we made an $11.02 profit. This vintage Santa Claus with a rubber face. We made a video ages ago where we went to like this big barn that also had shipping containers. It was like a sale a friend had recommended to me. We spent $90 and brought home tons of like vintage things, which feel free to go back and check out that video. I think it's like titled something like Not Our Usual Pickups. But this Santa, there was actually 2 of these Santas in there. So this one sold for $30. I just assigned a $5 buy cost to it because I'm just working my way through getting the $90 back and just kind of putting a amount on things as they sell. So we made an $18.22 profit. These LifeStride loafers we've had for a while. I grabbed them on 99-cent day and I didn't look them up, and clearly I should have. Someone sent me a $10 offer. I took it. We made $6.63. This Liz and Me plus size top was new with tags. It sold for $18.99. It was also picked up on 99-cent day and we made a $14.56 profit. These Echo sandals, we grabbed at a church sale for only $1. So someone sent us a $28 offer and we decided to accept, and we made a $22.37 profit. This J. Crew plaid like popover blouse, I found at the bins for 69 cents. It sold for $15 and we made a $10.37 profit. This group of remote controls was also sitting on the shelf. We have had some of these remote controls, I feel like, for like 2 years. So we just lotted them all up, said they were untested, and just put them in a grouping. They ended up selling for $14. We had nothing into it. We had picked them all up at free sales. And so we made a $10.68 profit. This 1978 Matchbox like showcase kind of shelf sold for $19.99. I picked it up at a garage sale for $2. I did not realize that it had a couple cracks on it when I bought it. So it would have sold closer to like $30 without the cracks, but I still made a $12.97 profit, and it sold the same day I listed it. All right, the second we sold this Talbot striped top for $14.99. We got it for 99 cents and we made an $11.13 profit. Here are the Ab Rocket little pieces. They sold for $8.55. They only cost 4 cents at the bins because they weigh like nothing. We made a $5.91 profit. This really cute Banana Republic, like Kelly Green linen dress, sold for $20. I got it on 99-cent day, and we made a $14.20 profit. These Lane Bryant jeans sold for $18.99. They were also from a 99-cent day. We made a $14.20 profit. No, $14.14 profit. Sorry, read the one above. This Wagner Ware cast iron trivet was also on the shelf. We listed it and sold it very quickly for $30. It cost us $2.77 and we made a $19.74 profit. This vintage windbreaker was part of the $400 buyout, sold for $5.40. We made a $3.68 profit. Justin sold these two 25-pound York dumbbells for $150. So that was an awesome sale. He paid $15 and we made a $107.16 profit. Chico's, okay, something Chico's. Once again, Julie can't read her own writing. Sold for $15. We paid 99 cents and we made a $10.68 profit, and you'll see whatever that is right there. Okay, this green ghost game that was bought in the $90 like lot of things we bought from the barn sale. It was so cool. It was only missing one little peg piece in the directions, and the rest of the stuff was there. And it was like this glow in the dark vintage game, I think from the 60s. I put it, I think, for 114, and someone sent me $100 offer, and I accepted. And I put in a $10 buy cost for it, so we made a $68.08 profit. This Quaker Factory top sold for $15.99. We got it on a 99-cent sale, and we made a $10.22 profit. These two 5-pound Marcy grip plates sold for $20. He paid $3, and we made a $10.70 profit. And then this was the sale of the week. Justin sold a SE quad angle, I don't know if I'm saying that right, BMX bike. So it was a vintage BMX bike from, I think it was the 90s. I could be wrong. He picked it up free off of either Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. And he ended up taking it apart for easier shipping. He took the wheels off, he took the handlebars off, he took the seats off. He sold it as a project bike. It's like someone that's going to redo this bike. But this free bike he sold for $255 plus shipping. When all was said and done, we made a $214.92 profit off of the free bike. Crazy. So if you're keeping track, we sold the Rollo printer for over $100 profit, and that was free. And now this bike is over $200 profit for free. People give stuff away all the time. Look on OfferUp, look on Craigslist, look on Facebook Marketplace, look on the Nextdoor app. Tell people what you do for a living. People give stuff away, and you can resell it. All right, now our last day of the third. This was a pretty cruddy sales day, but we sold these Francesca shorts. We've had forever, so it was in one of my sales for $7. We paid 71 cents at the bins. We made a $4.05 profit. We sold 4 5-pound pancake weight plates for $22. We paid $6, and we made a $10.70 profit. This Corningware 5-quart dish and lid in the, what was it? Shoot. Now field. Darn it, I'm trying to remember the pattern. I always forget the name of the pattern. Wildflowers, that's it. Wildflowers. So for $33.24, we paid 63 cents at the bins and made a $22.66 profit. These North Face pants, I talked about them, I think 2 videos ago. I ended up relisting them because they were one of 10 items that had not sold when I went back and reviewed everything that had sold that I purchased at the bins in one trip. So I relisted them and they sold for $21.84. We paid $1.84 and we made a $15.48 profit. This Christopher and Banks blazer, this sold pretty quickly. I picked it up on 99-cent day, sold for $23.74, and we made a $22.76 profit. This Fila top I got in a free pickup of clothes, sold for $12.34, and we made a $9.96 profit. These Aldo boots. I have had these Aldo boots for so long. I bought them at a Goodwill outlet location that has been closed for a year and a half, just to give you an idea how long I've had these boots. So someone sent me an $18.99 offer. And even though I paid $5.67 for it, I took it. So I shipped them out today and they sold for a $10.93 profit. This Pampered Chef like heart cookie press pan was given to me free from a neighbor. Someone sent me a $5.99 offer, and since I had nothing into it, I took it. We made a $3.34 profit. And the last item was this Talbot's lavender top, sold for $15.75. We paid 99 cents, and we had an $11.89 profit. So when all was said and done, we sold 77 items in this 1 week period, and our total profits that we get to keep, though we have to pay taxes on, but we get to keep, was $1,598.20. So that was a really good week, especially in the summer. As you can see from it, we had a few really amazing sales, and then we had tons of really low sales. And if you've watched me for a while, you know that's how our business goes. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe if you like this kind of video. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.